Friends, in this video we will be seeing enthalpy of phase transitions. Now here the word phase means the physical state, and therefore in phase transition one phase of substance is converted into another at constant temperature. What will be the other factor that will remain constant as we are studying enthalpy? So temperature and pressure. So without change in chemical composition. So students, when you will define the enthalpies of various phase transitions, very important thing is you have to keep the temperature and pressure constant. There should not be any change in the temperature, and heat should be supplied or evolved at constant pressure. Now let us see what the transitions they are possible here. So the first phase transition what we will have is from solid to liquid. When I say solid to liquid, we call it as melting, but here the term what we'll be using is called as fusion. So the first enthalpy what we'll be seeing will be the enthalpy of fusion. The second change what you can have is from liquid to gas. So when it is from liquid to gas, we call this as vaporization. And the third will be from solid to gas. Now when the system changes from solid to gas physical state, we call this as, first it will go from solid to liquid and then liquid to gas. So it will be a combination of those two, but we use a term and that is called as sublimation. So all the three physical states what we have seen here, so accordingly the enthalpies of those phase transitions will be studying. Now here if you see, when a solid gets converted to liquid, you need to supply heat to the system, and therefore enthalpy of fusion is an endothermic reaction, and so its delta H value must be positive. Here if I see it is liquid to gas, means you have to again supply heat for this transformation or transition. So this is also an endothermic reaction. If you see this, you have to supply heat to convert the substance from solid to liquid and then liquid to gas. So this is also an endothermic reaction. So what all forward reactions we are seeing here, whether it is from solid to liquid or liquid to gas or solid to gas, they all are endothermic reactions. Now when I want to reverse the conditions, means when I will move from liquid, I want to convert that to solid, that is freezing, or the other ways of the particular transitions, then they all will be exothermic reactions. So let us see the first one, that is enthalpy of fusion. How you denote this? You have to use a triangle like this for the change. You have to write here fusion and enthalpy. So this is enthalpy of fusion. Let us write the definition for this. Enthalpy change that occurs when 1 mole of a solid is converted into liquid without change in temperature, and the second is at constant pressure. So this is enthalpy of fusion. Let us see the example. When I take ice, that is water in solid state, when gets converted to water in liquid state, here the enthalpy of fusion which is observed is 6.01 kJ per mole. This is very, very important, students, because during the calculations, we calculate the enthalpies for 1 mole and accordingly we convert the enthalpies. Now, this is observed at 0 degrees Celsius. Now, as I told you here, it is an endothermic reaction. You must mention this as positive. How you will put this in the statement, student? If you see here, I have used 1 mole of water. So when 1 mole of solid ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius and 1 atmospheric pressure, change in enthalpy is 6.01 kJ. And for this, the heat is absorbed by the ice during this melting process. So this is how you frame the equation. Now, if I want to reverse the reaction, so a reverse reaction or a reverse of fusion is freezing of solid. So let us see what is that freezing. So if I want to freeze this, how I will write the reaction, student? Here the reaction will be, I will write the same reaction, water. It will be now liquid because I am reversing the reaction, will get converted to solid. Now here it will be delta. This will be, so I will write here freeze H. Now here, student, if you see this is 6.01, same amount of heat will be released. So I will write here minus 6.01 kJ per mole at 0 degrees Celsius. So the reverse of fusion is freezing. So this is how you represent this. Now if I want to merge both the equations, how I will write this will be H2O. Here I'll consider this as 1 mole solid. Now I will use a reversible sign in this way. Water, liquid. Now the forward reaction is fusion and the reverse reaction is freezing. So accordingly you will be using the sign convention for delta H. So this is at 0 degrees Celsius. The amount of heat absorbed or released will be 6.01 kJ per mole. So how you will read this equation? To read this equation, when 1 mole of liquid freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, then 6.01 kJ of heat is evolved. So this is how you frame this. Let us move on to the second type, that is enthalpy of vaporization. How you represent this? It will be again delta. I will use VAP for vaporization and then H. Again the definition will be same, students. You don't have to learn this. Enthalpy change that occurs when 1 mole of a liquid is converted into gas without change in temperature at constant pressure. So let us write that first. So this is how you can write this. Enthalpy of vaporization. It is the enthalpy change accompanying the vaporization of 1 mole of liquid without change in temperature at constant pressure. So this is the otherwise what you can write the definition. Let us see an example here. So the example what I can write is water in its liquid state gets converted to water in its gaseous state. Now here the enthalpy which is released, that is required, is how much, student? It is 40 kJ per mole. Now this is observed at 100 degrees Celsius. Now as I told you, liquid to gas means we need to supply the energy and therefore this value is positive. Same reaction, if it is carried out at different temperature, then let us see how much energy it will require. So this enthalpy vaporization, we will observe this at 25 degrees Celsius. So this is plus 44 kJ mole inverse. So at a lower temperature, more amount of heat will be required for this conversion to take place. How you will read this particular equation? When 1 mole of water is vaporized at 1 atmospheric pressure, the enthalpy change or the amount of energy required is plus 40 kJ at 100 degrees Celsius or plus 44 kJ of energy at 25 degrees Celsius at constant pressure. So this is how you will read this. Now if I want to see the reverse reaction for this, what will be the reverse reaction for vaporization? It will be condensation. So let us see what will be that. So the reverse of vaporization is condensation. So for condensation, how you will write the reaction, students? Reaction, just you have to reverse the reaction. So here, if I go for the first reaction, it will be water, liquid is getting converted to water gas. Now, if I want to reverse this reaction, what I will do is I will simply change the physical state, that is from this to liquid. So now this becomes your condensation. Now here, this will become condensation is equal to. Now as I have reversed the reaction, the sign only will change. So it will be minus 40 kJ mole inverse at 100 degrees Celsius. You can write this equation also. In this case, it will be minus 44 kJ at 25 degrees Celsius. So the reverse reaction of vaporization is condensation. Let us move on to the third one, that is sublimation. So enthalpy of sublimation. So how you write this? You will write a delta and you will write sublimation in this way. Now how you will define this, student? For defining this, it is the enthalpy change for the conversion of 1 mole of solid directly into its vapor form or into its vapor at constant temperature and pressure. So this is what is sublimation enthalpy. For this, let us take an example. Here now I will be writing water solid will now directly get converted to its gaseous form. So this enthalpy what we have of sublimation, that is equal to 51.08 kJ per mole at 0 degrees Celsius. Now students, if you see this, for this sublimation, again it will be an endothermic reaction. So I have to use a minus sign, a plus sign here for representing that it is endothermic in nature. Means for the conversion of solid directly into its vapor will occur by absorbing 51.08 kJ of energy at 0 degrees Celsius. But students, actually this reaction takes place in 2 steps. How this will take place? Now the first is water solid will get converted to water liquid, and what you call this as fusion. So it will be fusion enthalpy. This is equal to 6.01 kJ per mole inverse, and the second reaction will be water liquid will get converted to water gas, that is its steam form, and this is vaporization enthalpy, which is equal to 45.07 kJ mole inverse. Means the reaction is taking place in 2 steps. Now if I add up the 2 equations, this and this will get cancelled. So I will get water solid will give me water gas. So as I have added this, I will add the enthalpies also, and when you add this sublimation enthalpy will come out to 51.08 kJ mole inverse at. Now this, students, it's very important that you should mention the temperature also, and so this is at 0 degrees Celsius. So this is the enthalpy of sublimation. So when I say that it is a sum of the 2, we can make a calculation by using the formula enthalpy of sublimation is equal to enthalpy of fusion plus enthalpy of vaporization. So very important, this formula you can use for this calculating the enthalpy of sublimation directly. Let us summarize this sublimation by a chart now. Now here I have the 3 physical states. The first physical state what I have written here is solid. This is the solid physical state. Then I have written here liquid and then gas. Now students, when solid gets converted to liquid and liquid gets converted to gas. And when solid gets converted to gas directly, let us see how you will mark this. Now, when it goes from solid to liquid, you call this as fusion. So it will be delta fusion enthalpy. When it is liquid to gas, you call it as vaporization. So it will be delta vaporization. And when it is from solid to gas directly, this is sublimation. That is delta sublimation here. So this is all about the enthalpy of phase transitions. I hope you have understood this, the sign conventions, what we have used, and what type of reactions they are. That is enthalpy of fusion, enthalpy of vaporization, and enthalpy of sublimation. So please do like this video and don't forget to share this with your friends. And students, please do subscribe my channel so that I can put up more videos based on the enthalpy concepts. Thank you, students.